Hello guys, welcome back to my new planting video. I'm Milna. This is my channel where I usually talk and share all about the planting things. So for today's video is about my plant of the day sharing, and the plant that I choose for this time is Philodendron Mexicanum. So before we diving into this plant of the day sharing for today, it's good for you guys to know that this Philodendron Mexicanum is actually belongs to a very large genus plants or species such as like Philodendron gigantea maximum, Philodendron domesticum, Philodendron patricii, Philodendron spirituosensi, and many more. And because of that, I really believe and consider this Philodendron Mexicanum is one of the rare plant as well. Thanks to this plant generosity, because this Philodendron Mexicanum easily grows in a short amount of time, and that is why this plant is became more easy accessible among of the rare plant collectors. So I would like to say to all of my plants friends outside there, if you are one of the rare plant collector, we should proud of ourselves guys, because why now actually became part of this plant existence. So yeah, you know guys, if you have this Philodendron Mexicanum in your house plant collection, and yeah, what do you think about this plant? So now let's start from the soil requirement for this plant. Well, as we know, is the most important key to grow our plant indoor or even outdoor. So for me, this Philodendron Mexicanum is one of the reliable plants for me to grow indoor using any type of growing media. Means if I'm using a ready-made succulent potting soil for this Philodendron Mexicanum is also can. But if we use a very loose, chunky and rich potting soil mix for this Philodendron Mexicanum, we will get a best result for this plant, especially for the growth progress for this plant. In my experience, this Philodendron Mexicanum, the growth are more faster when I put this plant in a brighter spot. So for your information guys, currently I put this Philodendron Mexicanum not in a brighter spot, just in a medium bright light, but she's doing pretty well, doing fine in that spot. So I assume that bright indirect light with a regular humidity level will just perfectly fine for this Philodendron Mexicanum. As for the watering, I treat this Philodendron Mexicanum same and exactly the same with my other philodendrons, except for the velvety one. Usually let this plant dry in between my watering. I'm using a tap water, filter water, as long as it's a water, not a coffee, not a tea. Yeah guys. Actually this plant also can tolerate overdrought situation, but not too long. Yeah guys. So make sure when you see the soil of this plant is completely dry, don't take too long to water your plant again. So I think 1 to 3 days should be okay. Alright, as for the propagation for this Philodendron Mexicanum, surprisingly I found it's quite easy to propagate. As you can see guys, during my layering plants experiment, I don't expect too much for this Philodendron Mexicanum. I just try if it works, and then okay lah, if not then never mind. And yeah, I believe within just a week the roots from each of the nodes generates very well guys. I don't know if you can see, but I really hope that guys, but I really hope you guys can see this. Here is the roots, and actually the moss is totally dry. Yeah guys, totally dry. Now it's totally dry. So this is the roots. Within a week guys, within a week these roots is slowly coming out from all of the roots from this plant. So if you are not 100% confident to propagate your plant using water propagation or any type of method that you use, why not to try this a layering method, which is simple. You can just cover the aerial roots with a damp sphagnum moss, and then using this plastic foil to cover back the area roots, and then you can see within a week you can see the progress. I also surprised when I see this plant doing very well with just a simple layering. The very first thing that I noticed from this special plant is the elongated leaves from this Philodendron Mexicanum. Call this the earlobe for this Philodendron Mexicanum will slowly turn into a nice and beautiful tree lobe. Slowly, yeah guys, as you can see, this is the juvenile form, and then slowly when they get mature, the earlobe will become tree lobe when they are getting matured. I'll find a picture and then I will put the picture in this video of this Philodendron Mexicanum very matured form, so you will see guys, it's really nice and really stunning. This Philodendron Mexicanum is actually prone to pest problem such as mealybugs, aphids, scale, spider mites, so make sure to do a general maintenance to this plant. Don't forget to do a general maintenance, pest maintenance for your Philodendron Mexicanum as well, if you don't want the pests damage this beautiful plant. So I'm done sharing guys, I'm done sharing with you today. Thank you so much for clicking and watching this video, yeah guys. I really appreciate your time, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to my channel guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and consider to click the subscribe button down below for more planty content sharing video from me in the future. Last but not least, arigatou gozaimashita, kamsahamnida, maraming salamat, thank you very much. Sehingga kita berjumpa lagi di video yang akan datang. Bye bye guys.